Hello there, audience. Some people say that money is the answer to everything. It's not. I've seen my husband through a lot of hard times. He's been without work throughout our married life, and I never worried about it. And there were times when things got tough. And right now, people have to get tougher. And if they end up homeless, then you know that it's just the way things are. And I hope that I'm never without a home. And I hope that somehow things can improve, because right now, jobs are not plentiful. And the only jobs that are available, are minimum wage jobs. And my son is educated to the point where he has master's degrees, bachelor's degrees, associate's degrees, and nobody is willing to hire him at the kind of level that he should be at, with the pay grade he should be at. Because the people who have interviewed him have not been interested in him for some reason or another. So as a result, he's jobless. He's without money, except this is probably his last unemployment check. Now, he gave this to me to let me know that there won't be any money coming from him anymore. Because, you see, he doesn't have any money. Now, he knows that things may get really rough for him because he doesn't have the funds. And I'm telling you right now that my husband won't have the funds either. And this money that I'm holding in my hand is to pay my bills with. What little bit of money that happens to be here in my hands is probably going directly towards bills. Now, I'm not saying feel sorry for us, because that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying whatever comes your way, God's hand is in it. And if you find yourself homeless, as we may in the future, then you have to know it's God's will for you. And you'll know that when this time comes, that you find yourself on the streets or living on less, then you know that it's God's will. And perhaps things would have been different if people would have not been so discriminatory against people that are senior citizens, for instance, who are still seeking employment. Once you turn 65, employers don't want you anymore sometimes. And they will just say, adios, you're retired. Whether you have the money to retire on or not, that doesn't matter. And despite the fact that you have high medical bills, they don't care. And that's where my problem is right now. My medical bills are astronomical at times. And I can't get around to get a job myself, because a lot of people don't want to hire people in wheelchairs who have to spend half their day taking medicine and the other half of the day trying to recover from whatever is ailing them, as in my case, COPD. And I have several forms of arthritis and osteoporosis, and yet I can't do anything about it. I have to just accept what I'm given, whatever it happens to be, whether it's the money that my son was generous enough to give me, or whatever people can give me in help from the government. Because right now, even though I may seem like I'm at my low point, I'm not. I just know whatever happens is supposed to happen. And I'm relying on God that if He's going to show us a better way to live, He will. And if we can find some kind of understanding or sympathy in order to, for sympathy for other human beings, and that's God's will. Maybe I haven't been sympathetic enough to people. Maybe I haven't been the best listener. Or maybe it is that God just is testing us right now. And He may be testing us as a nation to see if we're going to fall through the cracks and get down to our low point where we sell drugs or do something else for extra income. But I don't see that happening for us. And whatever happens in our future is God's will. But God does not want you to be selling drugs or doing illegal drugs, because that's the way that you feel that, excuse my itching, I have allergies, but it's not the way God wants you to feel that that's the only way to get out of your predicament. Prayer is a big key to all this. And having faith, because faith can move mountains. It says it right in the Bible. And if you don't believe that, then you just don't have any faith. So I have faith that something will happen in our favor, but yet I don't know what it is. I'm not saying to win the lottery, because winning the lottery may be the least thing that would help in this situation. What I'm saying is money like what I have in my hand may last me for 1 month of bills, but not for all my bills. But this last amount of money I have is all that I have. And my bank account will be empty at the end of this month unless something changes. And I'm not saying for people to send all their money to me, because that's not the way I feel. God put us in this predicament, and I don't know why. But whatever happens, happens. And God bless, take care, and remember, God is still listening to you.
And if you want if you want to be prayed for, Cynthia here, she's here to pray for you. You can call her at 1-815-625-1627, and you can pray for her as well. And God be blessed. God be praised.
Thank you.